Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. I gotta get this morning voice figured out. Greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars, Raid Shadow Legends dad, Nooch2Gud. We're here to play Raid Shadow Legends today, and I am about to make a gigantic dent in the Arbiter today. We got the Void Keep open today, and I got it. What level did I have to get it at? It was level 14 or higher on auto. Ah, come on. Okay, this is gonna be a giant dent. Clear stage 14 or higher, the Void Keep 10 times on auto. Okay, go. So, good things are about to happen, and I'm gonna go through a bunch of these missions here today in Raid Shadow Legends. So let's go ahead and do this, and we gotta do it 10 times, and we will start. I guess I have to play it on auto. I don't have to do it in the background. We gotta play it on auto. It might work as a background mission too, but so that's the goal and that's the plan here today to get things done. What's up, YTBLY? YT Bly? Scorch and Tarkin or Treya? Well, Scorch and Tarkin are going to help you out with the raid. Order 66 raid. Treya is really good, but I don't know if she's going to, you know, she doesn't have. Anyway, I like them both. Hey, day 24 of asking Coca-Cola to sponsor our little channel here. We can get the volume going. You only click on the screen. Every time you click off the screen, it changes stuff. Anyway, so today I'm gonna make a truckload of progress, and I mean a truckload of progress. I've been waiting for this Void mission. I forgot to do it last Sunday. I guess it only opens up on Sundays, the Void dungeon, and so I just completely spaced on it last week, and I was actually out of town. I say I spaced on it. I was out of town last Sunday and just didn't get a chance or remember the opportunity to play, because I usually come here on Sunday mornings, I stream Raid Shadow Legends and yada yada, and I would have remembered it if I had been doing that in a normal atmosphere, but I wasn't, and so therefore I just forgot to do this last Sunday. So we're doing it this Sunday, and gonna auto this 10 times, and then I'm gonna break open about 5 more missions, and then I'm gonna do it. Oh, that was a nice pull. 4 superiors, holy crap, that was nice. So that's what's going on. Another question I want to discuss today at some point is, well, maybe we'll just make a video on that, is how many armigers do I need in this game? Because I think, so Doom Tower just reset, and that Frost Spider is killing me, and I feel like I need the armiger to get through that. And I was gonna look up the armiger here. Hell, let's see here. Hellhades.com. Zoom out and go to armiger. I mean, armiger was like my only champ that was really doing anything against Frost Spider, and that was at level 50. So if I get like 3 of them at level 60, I feel like I can dominate that Frost Spider. Let's see here. Doom Tower. Yeah, Frost Spider 4s, everything except the Eternal Dragon and the Magma Dragon. So I may be, I think I'm going to be getting the, I'm going to be getting several armigers on this account to really push it forward, because I just have not been doing very well in the Doom Tower. Yeah, well, I shouldn't say I'm not doing well. I'm not doing as good as I need to be doing. How about that? And that's where we are. That's where we are right now. 2 more superiors. I'm crushing it, dude. That's 6 superior potions in 2 battles. That's pretty darn tootin' good. Do I think Leo and Raph will be easy free to play? No. Absolutely not. No, they will not be easy free to play. I think there'll be a path. Now, the thing about free to play in Raid is, if you're gonna be doing these missions free to play, you've got to be hoarding up for long periods of time. And so right now I've got like 14,000 energy hoarded and saved up, and that's gonna help me a lot. But easy? No way. Yeah, easy is not the right word. I don't think Leo and Raph are easy for people that are pay to play. You know, when you want to unlock a legendary champ in this game and they have events for them, there's gonna be a lot involved with those events, and you're gonna spend some time doing them. So no, unfortunately, I wouldn't say to be easy. I wouldn't, do you want it to be easy? You know, I mean, Michelangelo is easy. You get Michelangelo unlocked, super easy. The rest of them, you got to work for. You just got to put some work into some, you know, if there's no challenges in the game, you know, We want to be challenged. We want to be, you know, I don't know. Yeah, no, it won't be easy. Free to play, but it won't be easy for anybody, including pay to play, because I don't view somebody, you know, if they have to spend several $100s to get it done, that doesn't seem easy to me. Just what I'm thinking. That's all. Tyler Stew, well, thank you for the music in the background. I appreciate that. How you doing, Tyler? You know, our Raid Shadow Legends are traditionally lightly attended, and we'll get more attendance as the stream goes on. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, we focus mostly on Galaxy Heroes on this channel, but Raid is definitely sponsoring the channel. Make sure to download Raid Shadow Legends. Check the pinned message for details on that. And you know, we will definitely I'm gonna not put the QR code on the screen today while I'm playing, just because I want to focus on this Arbiter mission. So definitely use the pinned message in chat, the chat pinned message, and there's a QR code on the shorts feed if you're in there, Tyler Stew. Download Raid Shadow Legends today, boys and girls. I should probably just like target the boss there with everything and just let them go in. I don't, you know, they're wasting time with the side guys at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna do that target next time. 3 more superior. That's 9 superior potions I've gotten in 4 battles. That's really awesome. Let's see here. Well, tell me about your game, guys. Are you guys playing this? You guys playing something else? What are you playing these days? Anyone? Bueller? Target the boss. No, that was a wasted hit. Target the boss. I can't wait to drop Lemonici out of my starting lineup. Honestly, I'm just so tired of her. She just sucked. I can't wait to add the Arbiter in my starting lineup. Let me look up, is the Arbiter's speed only for Arena, or is Arbiter, let's take a look at the leadership ability here. Is that what we call it in the game, leadership ability? Where is it? Oh, she's got a revived? I never paid attention to that. Increases ally speed in arena by 30%, so not all over the place. She's definitely gonna be better than April for me though. April doesn't have any specific... April has no specific turtle. What's the word I'm looking for? She doesn't work with the turtles specifically well. Yeah, Arbiter's going in this, gonna be my leader as soon as I get her unlocked. Come on, stop targeting that other guy over there. Hey, Hugsy. Wat Tambor, how you doing? Be halfway, or more than halfway there. This will be 7. But that's only 6? That's weird. Interesting. It says 7 to 10 while you're on the 7th one. That's odd. Yeah, I saw Arbiter has that revive all ability too. So yeah, Arbiter is definitely going in. Arbiter is definitely going in as my arena lead. The cool thing is then I'll have 2 arena leads that are going to provide. I think April is 29% speed, and then Arbiter will be 30% speed. So yeah, Arbiter is going directly on my team, directly. Enjoying the study. What are you studying, Watt? What are you studying out there? This would be a great time if anybody wants to. Oh, Saren Kitawich Eyes, missed that. Sorry about that. Been helping out Saran Kit. Oh my goodness, Kitty Watanochi. Hold on. Saran Kitty Watanachote. Sorry, I totally missed it. You were on there. How to do conquest for easier, medium, as I haven't found any all. I've got information on that. You can go look up. Go look up Conquest Guide on my channel. It's out there. You just got to put your best teams together. What's up, Con Warlock? How you doing? Okay, once we finish this, I got 3 more battles here on this. Once I finish this, the next like 4 things in the Arbiter mission are they're already done. I'm just gonna click them, and then we're gonna be off to the races doing dungeons and other stuff to get this Arbiter finished, man. And I don't think I'm gonna finish it today, but I'm definitely getting close on my Affinity Tower upgrades as well. Like I think I'm at 500 for the level 10 upgrades, so. I'll have Arbiter this week. I will get it done this week. It's gonna be, I have a lot going on this week with, we've got a state of the game update with our fellow content creators to do on the channel. I'm gonna be over on Alley Gal's podcast. I've just got a lot, and I've got anyway, a lot going on this week on the channel, everybody, so pay attention. So, start another Fallen Order playthrough. Love that game. It's a fun game. I've played it too here on the channel. You know, I wonder, I do wonder, I don't know if I can find the time for it, but I played that. When did I play that on the channel here? Let's see here. I played that in April of 2023. Actually, just at the beginning of 2023. Let's see here. I started playing Fallen Order February 14th, 2022, and then I jumped back in I jumped back in January of 2023. Okay. So I've streamed Fallen Order several times, but I've never streamed Fallen Order when we had this many subs, and I wonder, like, January 2023... only a 40-minute stream too. Like I didn't really get into it. I think in January of 2023, I had only like 7,000 or 8,000 subs. I bet we could have some fun playing Fallen Order on the channel, but I just don't know. I'd have to set aside like 1 day a week to do it, and it would be that day every single week. And I'm not sure I've got that to spare at the moment. We'll do that someday. We'll do that someday. I think we'd have a lot of fun on the channel playing Fallen Order. All right, 1 more of these auto battles here. Yeah, I don't have Sun Wukong, Hans. He's not on my roster. How many missions left for Arbiter? Well, I've got 30 missions left, but I think I'm gonna knock out like 20 of them today. So You're close to going to the last stretch. Yeah, that's where I am. I think I'm gonna knock out like 20 of these today while we're streaming, and we'll be down to like 10. And I am getting closer. And in fact, I probably should play some arena right now in between. I'll go show you where I am as far as the final upgrade in the Affinity Tower as well. So I'm still trying to figure out mods in the world of Galaxy Heroes. Yeah, I've got a bunch of videos on that, Sith Haxon. You know, I wonder if it might be good to come on and like work through some mods with somebody on stream someday or something. I could leave the family and fit it in. Yeah, I mean, that might be an option, you know. I'm sure they would really be happy about that. Thumbs up, man. Are you a Masters member now? I wish YouTube would, like, show me your membership level there when you're on stream. I think you got a Masters membership, right? You're on the High Council. Oh my gosh. The High Council is showing up and I'm missing it. Thumbs up, man. We salute you. I apologize for my ignorance in all things. Thumbs up, man. Big and small. Thumbs up, man. Thank you for your High Council support of the channel. Thank you so much and welcome to the stream this morning. I will remember that going forward, my friend. Boy, I got 9 of the first couple runs there. First like 3 runs and I didn't get any after that. That's fine. Okay, so that's done. Collect that. Now I can mix 10 Superior Void potions. Let's go do that. Done. That's done. That's done. That's done. 15 million damage on minimum difficulty brutal. I think we can knock this out without even doing anything. If I go to brutal, I think I'll do... I have done 15 million on Ultra Nightmare before, but that's not a lock. So let's just do Nightmare here, and this will be just a sim quick battle, and that'll be over 15 million. There we go, got it done. 27 million. So there's that. I'm not going to focus on Ultra Nightmare today just because I'm trying to get the Arbiter knocked out. I'm just going to go get these 2 done. Sorry, thumbs up, man. I need to update my member lists that I play at the end of this at the end of every video. Okay, they did reset Doom Tower today, right? Yeah, we're resetting Doom Tower. We'll see if that's something later. Okay, there we go. That's done. This is done. Done. Clear stage 15 of the Arcane Keep 10 times on auto. So it's got to be stage 15, and I can't do any other stage. All right. So next step here is this. I think stage 20 is the max, right? 15 should just fall like a house of cards. I would tell you guys, anybody that's struggling with mods, if you've played Raid or Gear, the gear in Raid is exactly like mods and Gal. They're the same. It's the same, almost exactly the same thing. In fact, in application, it is exactly the same thing. It's just got different, you know, like your boots like an arrow. It gives you speed modifiers. You know, you want to get the speed. So gear and mods are the same in both games. Just a matter of getting used to how they work in the 2 different games. That's all. Your thumbs don't need recognition. You're just here for the show. Well, I appreciate you, sir. But I'm starting to really, the Fallen Order thing is starting to mull over in my brain now. As, yeah, my brain is really flipping over Fallen Order at the moment. You pulled UDK. Is he worth keeping? Ultimate Death Knight? Yeah? I know that's a joke, right? I know that's... Did you use the code? There was a 2-day code to get him for free. Yeah, he's a monster. You should be upgrading him immediately. The fact that I knew what that acronym was says that I'm making progress in this game. I knew what that meant. This will go pretty fast, but we just got to work our way through this here. You know, the funny thing is, I thought what we'd be doing today, because a lot of folks thought that the Raphael or Leonardo event was going to be going on right now, but it turns out it's not. It's just the event for the Perfect Souls for the dwarf that came out. And so we thought we'd be doing it. Yeah, I booted somebody earlier. I just saw that message up there on screen. So I thought we'd be working our way toward Raphael or Leonardo right now, but I'm going to finish I will finish the Arbiter this week. And once I finish this one, let's go look at my arena, and I'll play a couple of arena battles too to keep knocking that out. I am gonna put together a video. So I'm gonna try to get 3 Armigers up on my account to work my way through the Doom Tower, because it seems like Armiger is the way to go in the Doom Tower with most of it, and especially that Frost Spider who's really giving me trouble. But I'm still holding off on doing a lot of upgrades on characters or anything else until I get the turtle events that come out, and then I can really dig in and get those, get that done. Sun Wukong and UDK in arena at lower levels can be frustrating. I don't recall. I'm sure I have seen that together. I have Wukong on this is my second account. I started an account before this for the sponsorship, and this one is really more my account. And in fact, this one's completely my account. I've never done any, sponsorship codes or they give you codes for resources. I've done those all on the other account, but Sun Wukong to me in the early game did not impress me. People say that if you get him gear, you get the right piece of gear on him, he could be an absolute blaster and stuff, but I think that's for later game. I think that in the early game, I don't know, I wasn't really excited about him. I mean, his biggest thing is his constant revive, right? And I don't know. Anyway, but I can get that if you can never get Ultimate Death Knight off the board, Wukong's just going to keep coming back and keep damaging your team, right? Let me take this off the screen. I don't really want the global chat in there. No, we're good. There's got to be a setting to remove that chat from the screen. I am still in a situation where I'm leading these 2 guilds with my 2 accounts, and all I'm doing is just booting in actives every few days. If someone has an idea, like a clan group we can join, where they can bring in a real leader that's going to actually push the clan forward, I'm all ears. I just haven't had any time to really research it or put that together. But there's got to be big clan groups out there the same way there are in every game. Marvel Strike Force, Galaxy Heroes, any game you play has got those. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about life. What's going on? Let's talk about Hassan zapping his dog. Oh, good times. Good times. All right. Are you wanting to join a clan or have more to join you? Well, here's the thing, Hans. I have definitely been, well, I'm leading these clans right now, and I use leading in a very loose word because I'm not actively doing a lot. To lead a clan or a guild or whatever you want to call it effectively in any game, you need to be active and involved and promoting officers, assigning roles, recruiting, giving people certain tasks to do as leaders, making sure people are involved, and just a lot more involved. Hey, Corey Spooner, a lot more involved than I am. I do not have the time. I do not have the time to be that active, involved leader. So I'm looking for some people who want to be an active, involved leader, maybe establish a Discord. I've got a Raid Shadow Legends, I have Raid Shadow Legends rooms in my Discord, but there's not a lot of active, that's not the way to run a clan in my Discord. I would love if we can find someone that really wants to be in these clans and lead them and push us forward. Make sure we're always getting 100% on Ultimate Nightmare. Make sure we're advancing through the other raids as well. Just pushing the clan forward. I just can't do it. Not that I can't do it. I don't have the time available to put into actually actively leading a clan here or a guild in Galaxy Heroes or a what do we call it, Marble Strike? I don't have time. I have no time to do that. And so if we have people out there that are interested and willing and or know of a clan group that we can join that maybe has some of their members that are ready to step up and do that, I'm very interested in that. I'd like to see the clan advance faster than it's doing right now. I have no time to invest in it. That's all. 3 days in kindergarten, 2 days in... So you're teaching kindergarten 3 days a week and then 2 days at school full time? Are you a male person, Con Warlock? Teaching kindergarten? You don't get a lot of that. I couldn't do it. No way, dude. You put me in a room with 15 5-year-olds. There's gonna be some yelling going on and some banging on tables and loud noises is what's gonna happen in that room. I'd love to, honestly, I'd love to have more active clans under the Nooch2Gud banner, or even if we came up with a different name for it, I don't care. If we had some kind of name for a bunch of active clans here, but I just need people to lead it, and it's not me. So that's all I'm really saying. And I've had people volunteer to lead these clans previously, and they ended up bowing out. Nothing wrong with that. There's no complaints about anybody that's put their time in for anything on this channel, because a lot of people have dedicated a lot of time to doing things for me on this channel. I just looking for somebody that can do it full time. That's all. You're a man in your kindergarten there. I think there's 7 other people work there, all women. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would think the ratio of men teaching kindergarten is similar to the ratio of women watching my channel. It's like 2%, and I'm high. I've compared my female viewership to some other content creators, everybody except Arnold basically, and they're all at like 1.5%, something like that. And what am I at here? I can look. What is my female ratio on the channel? Okay, we got that done. Let me show you my affinity tower here. I got that too. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Okay. Oh, a void shard. So I got to do the ice golem. We'll do these in a second here. In the Great Hall, I'm at 496. So I will get this done. And I've been actively playing an arena as much as possible here. Like, I'll just sit there at work just spamming it. Okay, where am I? Arena. Find those low-hanging fruit teams, not like this. See, I'll be replacing April with the Arbiter, and that's going to be a big change on my roster for sure. Wait, what's this team? Oh no, I don't have my right team out. Oh man, hang on a second. Hang on. I had an affinity thing to do. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's much better. There we go. I had an affinity thing to do there, so that's why I had that team out there. You guys have really got me thinking about streaming Fallen Order from beginning to end now. I think I can beat that. Okay, I was looking up my analytics here. Audience. We are 1.6% female, but I think the other content creators I was talking to were all at like 1%. So I'm pulling the ladies. I'm pulling the ladies, everybody, on the channel. That's right, 1.6%. What do these mean? +4, +4, +3. Does that mean they own that many of this champion? And does that give you some kind of bonus on them? A little help from somebody there. I don't know. I'd meant to look it up and I never did. Just asking you guys now. Just got Relic 7 Emperor. Now I need Unmasked Kylo. Go for it. Go for it, Bartholomew. Nice. Well, that's about the... I might be able to do this one. I don't think so, though. There's going to be a revive there. Let's try it out. Gonna be faster, but look at all the shield they've got over there. Mikey just took it all away, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get to this fast enough. Yeah, now they're just gonna take off. Okay, well she's down, but she's gonna get revived. Okay. I want to focus here so we can stop the revive if we can take him out. There we go, got him. There it is, nice, okay. All right, let's get back in there and do some more of these missions for the Arbiter. The number 4 and so on is empowerment. You get that by fusing duplicate champions into each other. Each empowerment level gives small stat boosts. Okay, so I knew that there was a fusing way. I thought you could use champions for, like duplicate champions to give them ability upgrades, but you can also fuse them. Like I got multiple Kales here. Do I on this account? Hold on. Don't have them there. I swear I had more than one Kale. Maybe not. I guess not. That might be on my other account. But like I've got 2 of this ice, you know, the Ice Queen here. I mean, if I fuse them together. How does that work? See, there's that. You see, I thought that just upgraded their abilities, but it does more than that. Interesting. I'll figure it out later. All right, let's get back over here. Clear stage 15 of Ice Gauntlet's Peak 10 times on auto, on normal, okay. We should be good here. Everything looks good. You can only empower champions that are epic or higher rarity. You apply the empowerment in the Guardian Ring. Okay. I'll look into that for some of my duplicate champions, the ones I need to be using then. Interesting. Boy, are we gonna just absolutely maul stage 15 here? Just go after the... Oh, yeah, this is a slaughter. All right, so we're gonna blow right through stage 15 on all of these, I think. Hey, Nosferatu, what's up? You can duplicate champions' skill books, right? But then we're talking about empowering as another thing. Before empowering a champion, make sure your faction guardians are full. Okay, right. So that ice lady, whatever her name is, the Ice Queen. I just look at Game of Thrones Ice King. She looks like the Ice Queen. That is... She's already in the tower as a faction guardian, but yeah, I would want to fill up all my faction guardians and then do the empowering. That makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. Right, everybody's on board with the same thing. Yep. All right, I hear you. I want to check something here. This is gonna be a little weird. Just hang with me for a minute. Okay, we got the chat there. We got the chat there. No, oh, okay, good. I want to get the chat up on all those different screens going forward. So if you guys are in here chatting before the stream starts, it shows, because I've been missing out. That's been my fault for not having that on there. So this week will be interesting. I'm gonna get the Arbiter. And at some point soon here, how long is that April event going on? We'll look when we get done with it. Well, I get to look over here. Interesting. Yeah, running for 2 weeks and 4 days. So it's gonna run until... Oh, this isn't. Yeah, people thought that the path for the dwarf souls is gonna be Leo or Raph, and it's not. So I think we've still got like maybe like 10 days left in the April event. I did check it out, Nosferatu. Yeah, for sure. So I took your advice last time on stream. You said something about it, and I'm getting ultra UNM. I'm getting Ultra Nightmare done to that final tier wherever I can. I can't do it every day. I don't want to be investing like 300 crystals a day doing it, but every time I got the chance to run 3 keys on my own, then just buy a 4th key and get it done, that's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm getting it done when I can. And it was good advice. I didn't do it today because I just wanted to I'm trying to go through this event. So, you know, depending on the day, but most days, yes. But we only unlocked Ultimate Nightmare like a couple weeks ago. We've only had it open for a couple weeks, and that was because some you know, some clown some clown joined the clan and like just did 90% of the nightmare level. And then was demanding to take over the guild. Like, you can quit, I'll take over the guild and we'll be fine. It's like, what are you even talking? You guys, I was looking at it on stream, you guys were here. I was looking at it on stream and it was like, what, you know, yeah, so anyway. I can look at Nightmare. I mean, whatever. I never feel like I make you happy, Nosferatu. I feel like I'm always... feel like I let Nosferatu down all the time. No, don't do it that way. Do it this way. No, that's wrong. Do this right. No, you're still doing it wrong. That's the cool thing. I'm only 5 months into this game, and it is crazy the amount of stuff that I still need to learn. Crazy. And that's a good thing, you know? It's really difficult to come into a brand new game and be an effective content creator when you're just figuring things out, you know? I know you're helping. I'm razzing you. I apologize. No, I'm giving you a hard time. I'm giving myself a hard time, really, because I'm just actively learning everything I got to do in this game, and there's so much out there. And you know, like I mentioned earlier, I'm just limited on time. I can't. If I can sit here and just research everything I've got to do, top to bottom, for an entire, you know, month, I probably would have a lot of it figured out, but I just don't have the time to really invest in that at the moment. But our time will free up as we go. As we move forward, time will be freeing up. Good things will be happening in Nooch2Gud's life here sometime in the near future. Just do that. Well, I mean, but yeah, Nosferatu, you actually, you know more about the game. Are you playing like a separate account now and playing, or what? I am all over the Great Hall, and I actually think that if I had been a little more cognizant of what to do in the Great Hall, I probably could have cut 30 days off of this Arbiter farming. As it is, I'll get her done in about 120 days. But I think I could have probably done it in 90. I think I could have done it in 90. I guess I shouldn't. We almost died there. We'll keep that. I'm gonna leave it on auto this time so they take out those side knights. Almost took us out there. Tyler Stu now made a move over to the main feed. One second here, I'm checking a couple things. Three more of these. What mission I'm on? The level 15 Arbiter, or level 15 Ice Golem mission here. So we're on the dungeons in the final stage. I think I'm like almost halfway through the final stage at this point. We'll look at it when we get through all 10 of these missions here. Arbiter's coming this week. All right, two more of these. We're actually earning stuff for the current event, which if I can grab some of the what am I looking for? I don't know. Are you asking me? I don't work at a kindergarten. Con Warlock does. Need to ascend a 6-star Force after that 6-star Void. Okay. I think I've already done those. See, I think I've already clicked on them. Maybe not, though. We'll see as it goes along here. But I believe I've got 6-star. I think I've got 6-star Void. We'll take a look here in a minute. How deep is that, Nav? I'm trying to think of who my 6-star Void would be. One more of these, all right. Illumi's got SLKR first GL Mike roster. I'm relatively new to the game, 2.5 GB. Should I relic him? Really? Really? I refuse to answer that question, Illumi. I refuse to answer that question. Come on, man. Come on, man. You mean because of all the relic changes coming? Yeah, get them running. Just invest in SLKR. I think you mean with all the relic changes coming, I think you should invest in your Galactic Legend, yes. 42 out of 60, so you're ahead of me then. I need to look and see if I've got a 6-star Void champ here to ascend. We'll have to take a look at that. So you have to ascend each. We'll look through these. We'll look through these missions here in a second. All right, there we go. That one's done. Okay. Done there. So what do we got? So we're gonna get through all these. Tier 6 Mastery and 4 Champions. That's done. These will all get done. Stage 15 is Spirit Keep. I'm not gonna be able to do that today. So I got another round of Spirit Keep, Magic Keep. So there's Spirit Champion, Magic Champion, Force Champion, and Void Champions. You're right here then. One, two, three. There we go. I've got one. Yep. I've already got that. So that doesn't count. Do I have to do a different one? No, please don't tell me I have to do a different one. I have to do these in the moment? That's stupid. That's stupid. God dang it. If I'd have known that, I would have sat on that. I'll have to get my man-eater up then is what I'll do. I would have sat on that if I knew it. But I don't want to get my man-eater up to 6 stars until I've got an event to be working toward, you know? That's annoying. That's annoying. No other way to put it, that's annoying. How close am I to this? I should probably go ahead and get that done. What do I got in here? I'm at 882. I'm trying to go down here and get these. Trying to get these. Because I think that's going to come into play for some of the events down the road. We'll see if I can save up enough. I don't have a lot of time here. Let's go run the Ice Golem a couple of times here. You have to ascend the champions while each mission is active. Well, ascending isn't... Oh my god, come on. I've done all of my 5-star ascensions. I got 7 5-star chickens right now. I will say this. So I need to get 13 more 5. I am pretty well equipped right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god. Unk. God, I would have sat on those max ascensions. I would have not have done them. I would say it's not out of the realm of possibilities. So I know that I am definitely gonna be, I'm gonna go join Hell Hades content creator contest at the beginning of the year and see what I can do in there. And I may use that as a chance to kind of redo the Arbiter here, you know? Anyway. That's frustrating. I would have just sat on those 4-star ascensions, or those 5-star ascensions. Like Tagore and Krisk. Lemonisi. I could have easily done that. That stinks. All right. Hey, that's nice. All right, let's look back at the arena right now. Since I just got my hopes dashed again on this Arbiter journey. All right. No, I'm talking more about the timing for the Arbiter mission that you have to do those 6-star affinity upgrades, ascensions, like live in the event. The ones I have already don't count. That's what I'm talking about. And that's frustrating. All right. So that's going to cost me a lot of time, actually. I mean, I have the champs I can take up. I've got to get a lot more chickens. So the champs I'll be doing that with will be... my Armiger for green, my Maneater for purple, whatever Raphael and Leo are, they're gonna be red and purple, right? What's the Arbiter? Arbiter's purple, so I could just save her. Well, I know, because I gotta get in. That's stupid. That was dumb. Raphael is going to be... red. And Leonardo's going to be purple. So yeah, so I'll have red and purple here for the turtles. That'll be red and purple. I'll save their 6-star ascension. So I'll need green, which will be the Armiger, and blue, which will be I can do Bambus. We'll be all right. I'm just gonna have to get a bunch of chickens. I got 7 of them right now, and I'm not using any of these guys as chickens. You know, frustrating. So let's start working on our chicken upgrades here. See, I want to save these for when if I need them in a journey for. I'm trying to hoard everything up right now for Leo and Raph, and I'm just waiting. We're just gonna keep waiting. I gotta play it smart. All right, let's go clear the dragon's lair here. I'm not gonna call myself the Star Wars Unk. That's not happening. Language is temporary. I'm making fun of that, but let me say this, Illumi. I'm starting to put plans together for when I'm just doing this full time and I can get rid of my job with the man, which I think in the next couple years that'll happen. I'm hopefully sooner. Hopefully in like a year from now I'll be doing that. And at that time I will start a second channel, which I believe I know what I'm gonna call it. I had thought about calling it like Nooch2Unk or Nooch2Gud or, you know, whatever, something like that. I'm not gonna do that because language is temporary. Who was it on stream the other day that said that was it you, Con Warlock? That all your kids that you were teaching were saying skibbity toilet and one day they just all stopped and they said, no, that's not cool anymore. So that's exactly where I am, Nosferatu. All of my resources, except for what I'm doing right here, everything I've got is on hold, waiting for Leo and Raph. And I do not want to invest anything right now that I don't have to. And it looks like those guys are going to be at least like late October at the earliest, early November. So Nooch2Gud, Sun Tzu. I'm hoarding everything. Vader Slaps is here. Another one of our High Council members. I'm losing it, dude. The High Council is in the house today. Wasn't you? It was somebody. What is Unk? It's what the kids are saying these days to refer to an old guy that just has some, like, will have a weird reaction or whatever. Yeah, it's so like I'm Unk. So, you know, Unk crashed out, right? So if I crash out on stream, that's what it is. Your kids don't say skibbity. Well, I don't think many kids say skibbity anymore. I think its time has come and gone. And Unk's time will come and go, just like Groovy's time came and went, just like people still say dude. Dude has kind of been that's kind of been. You guys still call each other dude, right? Won't you say dude? Dude's been one that's lasted a long time. My generation brought that about, and that's still sticking around, I think. My boys still say dude. I don't know if my youngest says dude, though, but that one hung out for a long time. Yeah, slang changes every 7 to 10 years, but that's like, I mean, it's not even a generational thing. It's when the kids get a little older, but that's kind of a rough number because, like, you know, one word comes in and is there for 7 years and then goes out, but another word is there for 20 years. So yeah, I say dude every now and then. Dude, that's still acceptable. Right? I don't know. I don't know anything. My sister and my niece went to a concert last night. Tate McRae. Never heard of her. Never heard of her. I had no idea who that was. As a 50-year-old, I remember being young and saying something was awesome. My grandma was saying, is that what the kids are? Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, awesome kind of started with the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bill and Ted really brought awesome to the fore. Really brought awesome to the fore. But awesome was around for a while. It was Bill and Ted and Wayne's World. I feel like there's another one in that genre there. You still shout cowabunga and your kids look like cowabunga never really made it into the slang. If you said, even in the 80s, if you said cowabunga, people that didn't know the Turtles would look at you askew, and people that did know the Turtles would say, ah, Turtles. But it never really made it into the actual vernacular. You could say cowabunga, dude, and people knew what you're referencing, but that was about it. Sure, Shaylin. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, you're right. Awesome is now just part of the vernacular. Absolutely. But yeah, in the 80s, it was not used before the 80s as like a... for my parents' generation to have said awesome, they would have had to been looking at something in nature, a volcano exploding, and talking about that. That is an awesome force in nature. The size of that elephant is awesome. You know, and it wouldn't even be that. Like, I'm not even using it right. It was not a common word until the 80s. Yeah, and now it's still just a common word. Bart Simpson would say said cowabunga, but again, it never hit the vernacular. I'll stand by that. Because that is my generation. Nobody was walking around saying cowabunga. That would be another. So if you said cowabunga, dude, you're either referencing the Turtles or Bart Simpson. But you're not using cowabunga in normal conversation unless you were really super, like, living in the valley or something. I don't know. How much do you upgrade your executor's abilities free to play? Currently trying to hoard for executors, so currently 14 weeks, not much upgrades. I don't know the answer to that. I would say generally on ships, I avoid the basic upgrades, like the basic abilities, pretty consistently. I'm looking right now. And I am also trying not to do, you know, eat my shorts, man. Yeah, another one that would be Bart Simpson, but nobody really used that. But yeah, dude and awesome, total 80s, total 80s. My upgrades are on the main ability, I went to level 7. On the basic, I didn't touch it. On the one with the Tarkin picture, I went to level 7. On the AoE volley, I went to level 5. And on the TIE fighter, I went to level 3. And I'm not gonna touch them anymore. I'm not upgrading those anymore. I'm actually actively farming prestige to get ready for the Executrix. Or the Executor, and I'm probably gonna have to invest in Home 1 when I get the Executor as well. Check out War Master in your Mastery section. It seems like a minor chance, but happens all the time during boss battles. What is War Master? Is that a, what do you mean? That's a, oh, it's in my Masteries? Okay. I'll take a look at it. I think you mentioned that last time, and I just didn't want to deal with it. The thing about it, though, is to change a mastery, I have to take, like, all... I can't take one mastery off, right? I have to take them all off and then redo them all for 800 crystals, right? So maybe I find the next champ I'm going to use and put War Master on there, possibly? Now dude became bro, and getting someone mad became rage baiting. Yeah, rage baiting is in the last 10 years. Trolling's in the last 20 years. We would just say you're pushing somebody's buttons or getting them wound up. You know, I can't think of a specific phrase for getting somebody pissed off. Is there one? Bullying? I don't know. Well, yeah, I think I've used some of those. I don't know. I'll take a look, Nosferatu. I don't want... I want... See, the thing is right now, PvP arena is actually really important to me, and I need to develop more side raid teams if I can, so... Nooch, sir, how does the Executor event work? I just became eligible for it last week. It runs on the 15th of every month, so you'll have it here in 3 days. And I've played through it several times on the channel. You can go watch me play through it, but you just play through it. That's all. And if you don't succeed, you don't blow any crystals, and then you replay it as often as you can to get your Executor, you know, charging up on the stars. So I feel like calling something epic came from gaming. That's epic. Yeah, I think that was in play in the 80s, maybe in the 90s. Triggering is very recent. Saying that you got triggered, that was not a thing until the last 15, 20 years or so. at all. That didn't exist. Getting your goat, pushing buttons, yeah. I don't remember any friends saying getting your goat. You would say you're pushing buttons, but you know, I was the guy in my friend group, which we didn't say friend group either. We never said that. But I was the guy in my friend group that they would really wind up. They'd wind me up, man. But we didn't have a word for it. Is there a certain way to do mastery in Foulbeard, or should I just hoard everything now on Arbiter requests? You should look at the mastery. You should definitely do mastery in Foulbeard, and I just use Hell Hades as my resource for masteries in general. Like if I want to do PvP mastery or want to do it for, I look at Hell Hades and kind of go off what's on there. All right, one more of these and we'll go check some stuff. Yeah, triggers were not a thing. Nobody ever talked about that. And I've talked about it a lot on stream, that I'm definitely a kid that had ADD, ADHD, whatever. I mean, I have my thoughts on a lot of stuff, but I definitely was that kid, and I just got caught. They would call me a spaz. I had a teacher call me squirrely one time. I had a teacher grab my cheeks like this, like she wanted to hit me so bad. I was absolutely an absolute spaz. Like, boy, I would just push buttons. And when I found a teacher who was open to have their buttons pushed, I would be all over it, man. And I got that from my mom. So I was a kid with ADD in the 80s, pushing teachers' buttons. And boy, I had some, boy, I'd get them going. Boy, I would get them going, man. Okay, we're gonna do the Minotaur here, but let's take a look. How we doing? 1300 doesn't give me that yet. Oh, I could just buy it. Well, I could just buy this straight up. I do think I'd rather have this, but we'll see. I mean, I've only got 15 hours, so and it'll be around for a little while afterward. What's going on up here? Wasn't I gonna go to the ice golem a little bit more to get to that 550? I think I can do that. Okay, we need 70 more of those in the ice golem. We'll do that next. What was I gonna look at? Masteries. So what are you saying? War Master? What do you say? 4% of the target's map. That's pretty darn good, actually. What's this one doing? 50% chance of ignoring 25% of targets. 6% chance of bonus damage. Bonus damage equal to 10% of the target champion's max HP. 50% chance of ignoring 25% of their defense. For skills ignore defenses, 25% is in addition to the amount ignored by the skill. Let me get this screenshot up here so I can just redo this as is. In school, we used to call WoW baseball so the non-gamers wouldn't know. We didn't have WoW when I was in school. Okay, let's go ahead and reset this here. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'd be sacrificing a lot by putting this on here. Okay. All right, so there's that. Let's take a look at my turtles with this here. Actually, let's take a look at Mikey. Because he's going to have this here. I'm going to do it here too. Wait a minute, I got to take a picture. Yeah, I'm gonna change. Yeah, I think the PvP's better there, but I don't think I'm gaining. You know what I could do? I am definitely. Oh, I don't have them all here, huh? Interesting. So I need to get, hey, we're gonna play the Minotaur, right? That's gonna give me scrolls and I can max out Kale possibly. And I can start using Kale instead of Lemonisi. He does fine in there. Let's leave it where it is. I want Mikey to do all the damage in the PvP stuff. So let's leave it as is. And I can put Kale on that. All right, so what's next here? And then you were saying the rewards. Let me go look at those. Let's play an arena first here some more. Maybe. That's not an automatic win. We'll see here. Ah. Freaking stone skin. Almost one-shotted Mikey there. I think we got him. Got the stun. Tholin seems to be doing just fine. He got the stun too, or the freeze, whatever. Yeah, he's gone. All right, nice. I don't know, the raid's so important. Maybe I go do that for Mikey too. I don't know. Now we're gonna leave that. Okay, now. So what are you talking about over here? So I can get a sacred shard here. The cool thing about Ultimate Nightmare though, or Ultra Nightmare, is you're getting these max potions. Is that the big difference? There are legendary tomes there, so I probably can focus in here. So I did 27 million on the first one. Let's see if that. Let's just do it. Let's see if that goes up here with the new. Let's just do it. Well, that was quite an increase from 27 million to 39 million. So there you go. So War Master, yes, and I'll be focused on this nightmare going forward. We can knock that out. Excellent. Well, thank you. Good advice. I'm holding off on the Chimera, by the way. I'll be finished easy. Good. I'll do that later. I'm not going to make everybody get exposed to me doing that. All right, so let's get back in here. And let's do some Ice Golem first. I need... How much more in the Ice Golem? I just want to get that... Since I'm close to this, I want it. I'm at 480, right? I need 70 more on the ice golem. Let's go. Let's run a tier we know we can do quickly. We'll run this. How much do I do for one key nightmare? It's usually between 14 to 17 million. Mikey's 6-star soul was in stock for you yesterday? I did not know. I don't have his 6-star soul. I don't even think I'm equipped to get a 6-star soul. So I need 70 pizza points here, tournament points. Not pizza points, tournament points. I guess that would work well against bosses too, PvE, right? Yeah, I think I am close to that, Nostra. I didn't look at the numbers there, so that's 40 points. One more time of that, and we'll get that knocked out. I moved to normal clan boss. Are you okay? I mean, I'm gonna be in there too. You mean just the regular one, the Hydra? I mean the oh shoot. Scoring enough cash on chest. Good job. Keep pushing forward, man. You'll move even farther forward. It is interesting how quickly it progresses. Like, I'm less than 4 months in on this account, and I'm already doing Nightmare, and I can do Ultimate Nightmare too. So I might go ahead with War Master on. Let's go ahead and change Mikey to War Master. We'll go ahead and change Mikey to that too. I mean, I'm doing PvE, but really my main focus right now is still the PvE in game. And the advantages, I mean, I just added like 15 million by doing it just on one character. And we're gonna play the Minotaur here in a minute, so I'm gonna get some more scroll. Ooh, this isn't going very well. Wow, that's going much worse. What are you guys doing? Talk about some bad RNG, boys and girls. All right, there we go. All right, there's our points. Let's go get our currency. I don't even know what to call it. What do we call this? Mortal Soul Coins. Thank you. There we go. So did I get the 6-star? You're saying you had a 6-star in here? Jeez. Yeah, I'm not equipped to buy any of these. So, if I saw a 6-star, I wouldn't be getting it. Let's change Mikey too here. Okay. I mean, that'll be a nice ad. Yeah, that'll be a, yeah, okay, hang on. Let's do that. All right. So now, I don't have any keys in here. Did they do any updates recently? No, okay. Or if they did, I've already spent them. When does my next key come out? 5 hours. Over 39 million is the final chest here. I've already got that. I'm done with that. Let's go in Ultra Nightmare. Usually I get like 14 to 17 million. Let's see what I can do. I'm in. Let's see what we can do now with those two, with the War Master on both Tholin. Actually, no. I'm gonna get it on Kale too. So let's back out. Let's back out, and because we got to do Minotaur here. Stage 15, 10 times on auto. Wait a minute. Do I wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. I messed that up. Hold on. I messed that up. I'm gonna finish this one, but I gotta have Kale in there. Yeah, Kale's in there. Okay. I gotta redo it. All right. I'm losing my crap here. Hold on. Although if I put some other guys in, I can make sure that Kale gets it here. I'll fix that. Yeah, we'll fix it here in a second. The demon, yes, thank you. My brain's not... I'm having some brain fog the last couple of days, I gotta tell you. Yeah, that's my fault. I had these guys loaded because they all needed masteries, but if I just want to focus on Kale, I gotta get people in there that are full on their mastery and then have Kale. So we'll fix it in a second. Bring Balin Skull to do it. Maybe he could cross games over. I mean, he's gonna be the Hound here in the second season of Ahsoka, so we'll see. Red Dragon God has made the stream, everybody. Maybe. There he is. This is taking too long, too. You guys suck. All right, we got to get the big boys in here. So we're going to load up the big boys and have their masteries filled and just get Kale in there so I can pump Kale full of scrolls, and maybe we'll be able to get the War Master on Kale here, too. And then I'm going to go into Ultra Nightmare and see what we can do. So we're multitasking here in Raid Shadow Legends. You could learn from my gear. Well, I've got the one on Tholin that is the, I can't remember what it's called. It's the AoE, the nine-piece AoE gear, because two of his three abilities are AoE, and the other one stacks damage. So it's starts with an S. I can't remember what it's called. I probably need to relook at. See, I'm just focused on Mikey, and I've got so much speed on April right now. I'll probably move that over to Arbiter when I get the Arbiter activated. I'll probably take April's entire set. Like, I've got a 29 speed shield on April. Just crazy speed on her. Savage, that's it. Yeah, I've got that on Tholin Foulbeard because 2/3 of his attacks or more, because he throws in an extra AoE sometimes as well, and his basic is an AoE. Savage makes so much sense for him, and he's been doing a lot better for me since I put that on him. So I've got a 9-piece Savage, or it might only be a 6-piece Savage set. I think it's a 6-piece because I don't have the full 9-piece yet. But when I get the full 9-piece, that's going on, that'll go on Tholin for sure. Yeah, my Arbiters, when I get the Arbiter done here, she's gonna have crazy speed. Hey guys, if you have not downloaded Raid Shadow Legends yet, let's get it done. Pinned message, and here's the link for you. Here's how to download Raid Shadow Legends right now on stream. There's a link right here. There's a link in the description. There is a link in the pinned message for you to download Raid Shadow Legends. There's a QR code on the shorts feed, boys and girls. Slayer. It's Slayer. You're right. It's Slayer. Okay, I got him for Kale anyway. Nice. Okay, let's edit this team. Does she have maxed out masteries? I don't think so. Let's see who all's got maxed out masteries on my roster. Hold on. Yes. 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 No. 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 Okay, so it's just those top. It's those top 4. Okay, we're gonna put them in here. Make sure I do the right level here. So we're gonna put in. We're gonna get some offense from Tholin. There we go. That'll ensure, since these guys are all maxed out masteries, now all my scrolls will go to Kale for sure here. I need to do 8 more of these. Yeah, if I'll work my way to that 9 piece eventually. I just don't have the other pieces right now. And the other thing I had to make sure of was that my glove was a crit chance glove. So I've got a crit chance glove on him right now that's not Slayer. Well, we'll look at his gear here in a minute. We'll look at his gear in a minute. I think they're gonna roll this. I think they're gonna reduce this. They might get this down to a minute. I think I'm gonna get Kale. I think I'm gonna get Kale done here to War Master. If it's close, I'll keep going. But 20 times 8, that's 160 more, and I think that'll get him to where he needs to be. It's really close. If it's 20, I'm assuming 20. We got 18 for him there. How many? I don't know how many more. We know 170. No, he's got 174, and you need 350, I think. Well, Alice is similar, I think, but she's only got 1 AoE ability, right? Tholin is so good, man. Savage works just as well, but I've got Slayer with single target attacks, 4-piece set. Yeah, it's Slayer, yeah. Well, I've got 3 red stars on my Donnie, and I've got 5 red stars on Mikey, which everybody should have if you've been playing. That was a huge hit. Let me look at that red damage. Tholin's doing so much work. Look at these guys. Okay, 196. I gotta get to 350, right? We'll see. It'll say max if I get there. I can't believe I didn't know that I have to, those Ascension, the 6-star Ascension, that's gonna eat me up, man. But I'll get it done. I thought, again, that's twice now with the Arbiter where I thought I was getting close and then something popped up and I'm like, oh, I gotta do that too. Between Kale, Mikey, and Foulbeard, who should you focus on for now after 7 days of raid? Mikey and Foulbeard. Mikey and Foulbeard. In fact, if you're looking at getting another turtle, if you're gonna try and get Raphael or Leo when they come out, I would focus on Mikey. I really like Tholin Foulbeard, though. Right, that's exactly Nooch2Gud. Like, some of those Arbiter missions, like the exact same type of mission, those Ascension, in the earlier tiers were easy. I could do those ahead of time, but now in the final tier I have to do it live. So I don't know. I'm meaning do it when the mission is live. So it's kind of frustrating, honestly. Yeah, I've looked into getting rated a bit before, but a lot of these type games I feel are so hard to get into after they've been out a long time. I hear you on that, Hitter. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Because I guess it depends on your motivations, Hitter. You know, I am not a person that needs to be at the top level of a game to be happy playing a game. If you are a person that feels like you've got to be playing it at, you know, the highest levels of a game to be enjoying it, that's gonna be a tough ask on any hero farming game that's been out for an extended period of time. It'll be that's a really tough ask. So I guess I don't need that. I like to compete. I like to take these games on, see what I can perform at, and I really enjoy them, you know, regardless. So it just depends on what your take is on a game, Hitter. One difficulty range, you might not be able to get into some clans because you don't have the requirements. Yeah, that's for sure true. That's true. That's going to be true anywhere. That's going to be true in any of these games you pick up. You won't be able to get into a guild or a clan or whatever the game calls it because you don't have certain characters or certain ability to do certain raids or whatever in the game. That's just true of all these games. 258, and I got 3 of these left. I'll probably have to do a couple more. And then plus, you're ultra competitive like you do as well, and it's only playing 6 years. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being ultra competitive. For me, I really enjoy the building and the learning, and I think that's pretty obvious if you guys watch my content. The building and the learning and the planning around what I'm gonna do next, and how, like, I'm already starting to think of when I hit Relic Delta here, how am I gonna plan that out? What am I gonna be looking at upgrading on my roster? What are the specific characters that might lift a whole team, you know, by investing them to Relic 9 or Relic 10 or whatever? You know, I'm starting to plan that out and think about what that's gonna look like on my roster already, but I can't yet because I don't know what the Relic availability is gonna look like in the game, so. But, I mean, you could be ultra competitive and start a game like Raid or start a game like Marvel Strike Force or Galaxy Heroes. If you feel like you've got to be at the end of the game, though, you better have that wallet ready, and that's true. That'd be true for almost any game that's been around forever. I don't know. I guess like a League of Legends, you could be competitive in that without opening the wallet initially, because that's all about the skins. But aren't there some kind of like specific like relic type gear that they have out in League of Legends now that you would need to get your hands on? I don't know how you get your hands on that stuff. I haven't played it. Anyway. But I digress. I gotta do something here, hang on. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Marvel Strike Force Galaxy Heroes do the current thing. You have to have the new thing. That's not true. I don't understand that, Trackmina. I don't think at all you have to have the current thing in Galaxy of Heroes. I don't think that's true. Raid, you can pretty much do everything. You need a type of champ, but really need a specific one. Yeah, I think that's absolutely true about this game. Yeah, I don't see Galaxy Heroes being that way. maybe when you tie into the raid, but you can usually get what, like if you farm Tarkin, who's a really great character to farm anyway, you can get away with soloing one team on the raid. I just, starting Galaxy Heroes, I don't think you have to farm the new stuff to do the best in the game at all, to succeed in the game. All right, we're 156. I got 312 and I need 350. Let's play it again. So I just patently disagree with that statement about Galaxy Heroes. Nooch2Gud? What's going on? What is happening? Nooch2Gud is making it green. I don't know who that is. Welcome aboard, Nooch2Gud. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't agree with that, Hugsy, if someone is starting today. And in fact, I never make the current raid part of any of my farming guides just because it fades so fast and they change it up and they, you know, I just, you know, I might mention it on the side in my farming guides, but I never make the current raid in Galaxy Heroes part of my farming guides. 332. And that's one thing that Raid Shadow Legends has a leg up on Galaxy Heroes is all the original raids when they released them, they just released new levels for them and they're still in the game. And I like that. Arnold has said that before. I agree with that. I think it's really good that all the original raids are still the focus of this game. 100%. That's not my dog. No, those are not my dogs. Conquest achievements, marquee events, episode quests, not everything but new things, yes. I don't think you need to do those things to be successful. I stand by that. The game will always, there is no hero collector game, including raid, that will not encourage you or, you know, push you toward new characters like the new character that came out and fights and is good against Stone Skin, right? So you want to go get it to fight Stone Skin. But every game will find ways to push you to new characters, but you can succeed in Galaxy Heroes without farming the new characters. I don't think that that's true in Marvel Strike Force nearly as much as it is in Galaxy Heroes. All right, let's go get Kale, and then we'll go do that raid. Hold on. So on Kale, we're gonna put this on Kale, the War Master. Oh, I got something there. What did I get? Oh, it's a badge. Okay. All right, so now let's go do this raid. All right, Ultra Nightmare, what I normally get is 14 to 16 million. I have hit 17 on this with this team. So let's do this once here. Is she the leader? I mean, she's the leader I've been using. Yep, let's run it. So this team normally gets me 14 to 17 million, but I just added the, what's it called again? I just added War Master to 3 of these champs. Foulbeard, Kale, and Mikey. So let's see what this does for my damage in here. Yeah, out of the 6 teams released this year for me, I have still not farmed the Bad Batch. I have still not farmed Mace Windu. I did farm all the pirates. You know, whenever there's a Galactic Legend in the game, I'm almost required to whale for it as content creator on my main account. So, yeah, and I'm doing fine without those teams too. You're just a good pooch who loves Nooch. Who is this? Hold on. Hold on. Now I have to pull my member list to see if somebody changed their name. I won't even be able to figure out who it is. Okay, let's see here. Well, Pooch isn't a member. What the heck? I don't know what's going on. I'm not complaining, Pooch. It's good to see you today. Nice on the dark side clones. I do agree that Galaxy of Heroes is, especially lately, trying to find ways to push people into the new content. I would agree with that 100%. I'm just saying you can exercise some discipline and still not do that and still be doing just fine in the game. That's what I'm saying. There was 56K that I got there. 46K, I believe, came from the War Master. 46K there. So 56 and 46K is, or it looks like. $46K, 46K. Okay, so that's it. The 46K hits are from War Master. So I'm getting a lot of extra damage here. There it is again, I think. 44K? Now, why would that be different if unless it's not that? It should be the same every time. It seems like Mikey's doing the War Master damage plus a little bit somehow. Must be something in his kit. Yeah, this is gonna gain me millions. So I agree, Track Media, that you're right, that CG is pushing people towards the new content, and based on everything they're saying, they're working on coming up with new ways to do that as well. But I think that you can farm the game without doing the new content and still do just fine at it. Cool beans, hitter. Yeah, every time you see that red 46,075, or from Mikey, it's 56,000. That's that War Master coming in. There it is. There it is. That was damage I was not getting previously. Now, I was ignoring some defense, so we'll see. We'll see. You've been hoarding Get To because both the capital ships you buy with them are okay, so I'm not sure what to do with it. You mean you've got both ships at 7 stars? Is that what you mean? Once you get those capital ships to 7 stars, use your Get To on Kyrotex. And if you're doing okay on Kyrotex, you can buy gear with it. That's what you do with it. Malevolence is not one of the worst fleets in the game, and I don't agree with that. I just patently don't agree with that. And I will guarantee you, Shaylin, I guarantee you it'll get a lifter soon. Malevolence is next in line for a lifter, and it's going to get it. I don't know when that's going to be. I have no inside knowledge, but it's next in line for a lifter. They're definitely doing everything they can to make all the fleets pretty much work with each other, so... I think that's true, Track Media. I think that's true. I think the most restrictive, and it's not really close, would be Marvel Strike Force, where a year after a team comes out, it's close to irrelevant, and that's really unfortunate. Yeah, Malevolence counters Profundity. I mean, I just disagree with the statement that Malevolence is one of the worst fleets in the game. In fact, I think the worst fleets in the game right now would be the Finalizer is the worst, and the Radis is second. Yeah, it's worth it, Shaylin. It's worth it. Yeah, I don't really understand the whole business model on Marvel Strike Force, and I don't know why they kind of punish the player base like that. I just don't like it at all. But, you know, I'm still playing it, so... This looks pretty good. Our previously we'd normally get to... You know, like I said, 14, and my highest I've ever gotten was 17 million on Ultra Nightmare here. But with War Master, we're already at 16 million. I think we got a little ways to go, too. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna get to 18 million, probably. I don't know if we're gonna get any more than that. Ah, it's better. It's better. Like I mentioned, I'd only done 17 million once previously, so it's definitely better, but not like completely astonishingly. That's better. I mean, that gets me one try to get the base tier of Ultra Nightmare done instead of having to do it twice every time. Okay. Good enough. And as I expand on my teams here, we'll be able to get that better. All right, good. I like it. I like it. I approve. All right, what's up next? Stage 15 of the Fire Knight's Castle. Let's go do that. I have the Brimstone on Lemonici. I'm just using her less and less these days. Once she's completely gone from my frontline teams, and I could probably take her out for kill right now, but once she's gone from my frontline teams, and I've got turtles in there, I'll probably add the Brimstone to one of the turtles or to Tholin. Well, that's assuming a 7-star B-Wing 2-hitter. Which I don't think there's going to be a lot of 7-star B-Wings in the game. I just don't. I'm definitely planning on adding farming locations to the guide this year, Shaylin. That's something I'm looking at adding for sure. I don't know that really... honestly, I don't know that adds a lot for me when I do it. Just because if I click on, you know, farm or whatever, get shards or whatever, it takes me right there. But I am looking at adding that this year. At least talking about where it's available. Your 4-star B-Wings running over everything on defense? I didn't have that same experience, and I tried it a few different ways. Well, I don't have... all right. We're going to move on. I'm going to get triggered. You're triggering me right now with the B-Wing. I feel triggered. So I'm going to stop talking about it. You can talk about it if you like. I'm not going to respond. I've not invested in the Home 1 fleet, and I'm not going to invest in the Home 1 fleet. I'm not going to take my Akbar to Relic 7. I'm not going to take Biggs and Wedge to Relic 6. I'm just not doing that stuff right now. I refuse to do that. I'm not doing anybody right now, actually. I'm kind of holding off on all upgrades. This here. me see something. So I'm trying to think through my Arbiter right now. If I've got to do all those 6-star ascensions. Yeah, it's all going to be part of the Raphael and Leo events when those come out here. So I'm probably still like a month or so away from the Arbiter just because of those that I wasn't really aware were there, unfortunately. So we'll see. Hey, Panic, what's up? Nooch2Gud. What was it? I find the Fire Knight annoying. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I find the Fire Knight annoying. He's just annoying. You got rid of Eliminacy when you got Mikey. She just kept dying from me. I learned with Kale, Ludex, Neldor, Mikey, and Haikatoon. So, I don't use her for a lot. She's starting to fade from my roster. I like Eliminacy for her AoE and also for the debuff she adds. I do like her for that, but I haven't. I have none of her abilities upgraded, and I'm not going to be investing in her abilities anytime soon because she is going to fall off my team here in the near future. And in fact, I might replace her with Kale. Let's go ahead and replace her with Kale here and see if this goes faster. So right now we're running at what? Little over a minute. We'll put Kale in here and see what happens. I mean, Kale has one of his abilities is going to hit him 4 times, right? So that's going to be a big deal. Tholin has 2 abilities that hit twice. There's one of them. Yeah, Tholin has 2 hit twice abilities. What does Alice have? Doesn't she have one that hits like 4 or 5 times? See there, let me see, hit twice. Ah, come on, man, just die. Can we kill him while the shield's up? Let's see. If we could do some damage. Yep, there we go, we did it. All right, let's put Kale in there and see what happens. I don't know how many I got left here to do. Shoot. Let's just do this, I guess, see what we got. Alice hits 3 times on her basic, okay. Neldor is made from fire. I don't know Neldor. But there you go. There's a double hit, okay. Mikey's got a double hit. Kale's got, that was at least 2. I think it was actually 4 though. Could be wrong. See, look at that. Tholin just attacked 3 times, 4 times in a row. Because he gets an extra attack there. I can't remember what it is. It's his unique that gives him an extra attack when something's happening. I can't remember. Yeah, Mikey with another turtle is basically a 3-hit base. That's a good point too. Wow. Yeah, if you got all 4 turtles on here, you would just wipe the Fire Knight out. Like, that's gonna be a really great Fire Knight team. What am I on here? Gosh. Oh, I got it done. Okay. Spider's Den 10 times. Let's go do that. Let's replace Lemon EC with Kale again. Tyler Stew, I don't know what's going on with you, man. Tyler Stew is just dropping in the crazy comment from every now and then, all caps, bam. I don't know what that means. Oh, man, that's really funny. 4 turtles together dominate. I think that's going to be right. I think putting 4 turtles in there together is going to be just completely dominating. Anytime, Shaylin. What you're doing now is why I can't play Raid. Too much attention need from your schedule. Say I love porn. I get it. Now, what I will say is for me, at my job, I can do this stuff on auto on the side. You know, throughout the day, it's not difficult because I don't have to play the battles in most cases. So I can just put it out there, run it, you know, 10 auto battles like I just did, and that can run for 15 minutes on the side while I'm actually working. You know, it makes it easy for me. But if your job isn't conducive to that, I totally get it. I totally get it. Tyler Stew's had his caps lock on the entire stream. I don't think that's gonna change. Yeah, I am all in. I am going to have all 4 turtles in this account. Even if it costs me, I'm gonna spend it to get it done. So far this account, it originally was meant to be a free-to-play account. Interesting. Originally was meant to be a free-to-play account, but I have spent $60 on this account so far. At least 30 of that was just because I made a mistake. You know, I farmed a sacred shard at the wrong time during an event. But I will get all the turtles on this account and be playing with them for sure. You're a college student, forget to climb. I actually don't get to climb my fleet arena very often. It's something that once I get the executor, I'm gonna have to pay attention to on my free-to-play account because I need those crystals. But I haven't been able to do it on that account yet, so I don't really pay a lot of attention to it. But once I get that executor, I'll be paying attention.
Guys,
Yes?
Firehouse subs.
You're welcome. All right. All right, how we at? We're 3 out of 10 on this one. This will probably be the last thing we do today. And I think we'll only be like 20 away from the Arbiter, although as I just found out today, I'm a little farther away than I thought. Next time I do this, which I think will be when Hell Hades has his annual content creator free-to-play contest. Next time I do this, I will really be able to dial in better on the Arbiter in a much cleaner way. So I'll look forward to doing that. If you're gonna put $20 away, what should you be looking at? I would say the energy. It's the monthly energy pass, and it gives you a bunch of energy every day. That's what I'd be looking at. I might not be an expert. I just don't think you're gonna get the bang for your buck on shards for 20 bucks. There'll be more turtle smashing bugs on the roster very soon. Hey Camille, what's up? So we've accomplished some things here today on stream. The gem calendar is the best deal in the game. There you go. Con Warlock's got it for you. So with the setup on my characters now, Nosferatu said the monthly crystal pack too. So the gem pack, yeah. So my setup now with the War Master on there, I can do 2 battles and get to the max, maybe only 1 battle, and get to the max tier on Nightmare. And then I can, you know, get that first tier of Ultra Nightmare done as well. Might only be 2 or 3 battles, so that'll be nice. That's gonna be a really nice add to the account there. 2,000 gems a month for 10 bucks, that's pretty good. There you go, Camille, good job. If I do nothing else in Galaxy Heroes other than help people fix their mods, then I will have done my job. Four out of 10. Oh, this is taking a little longer. The spider's taking us more time, boys and girls. Hey Anthony, how you doing? What's the best way to increase from 5 to 6 stars in the game? It's just grinding out the character upgrades. I mean, there's no real trick to it. As many of those 5-star chickens you can get your hands on, and then you've got to always be upgrading characters. So like, I'm not spending a lot of energy right now. I'm keeping as much energy as possible on hand, so that when I get to the Raphael and Leonardo events, I can invest it all into that. But a lot of that energy will be invested into upgrading my chicken characters, you know, and getting them up to 5 stars, so that so I can use them to get my 5-star upgrades going. I got to turn them into 5-star chickens. So just grind it out, man. That's the only real way to do it. It is a grindy game, and that is something that I've observed multiple times when we talk about it. It is a grindy game. And for me, like I've mentioned here on this stream, I can do it while I'm working, like just run it on the side, just kind of auto things on the side. Yeah, 12-3, that's the best. Yeah, do it on 12-3. That gets you the best silver for your return. And yeah, 12-3 brutal is where you want to be training them. Put a bunch of rares in the Guardian Ring for passive growth. Yeah, but a bunch of rares, to my understanding, only helps your rare characters. So it really is only going to help like Kale or other rare characters that you use. And you do want to do that. You do want to fill up the Guardian Ring wherever you can. But that's not going to help you upgrading from 5 to 6 necessarily. So yes, running brutal 12-3, you're going to run that a lot. It's going to put a ton of those shields in your, and I can't remember what the gear is called in there. It's going to put a ton of those shields in your inventory that you're going to sell for a ton of silver. So it feeds you for silver. It just feeds your roster. 12-3 brutal. There's a way to use Guardian Ring to help with building 5-star chickens. The rarity of champions does not matter when upgrading champions, ranking up champions. I don't know what you're saying. Actually, 12-3, you just run it with Kale. You got to get to where you're just running it with one high-end champ and then 3 other champs that you want to upgrade. That's what you want. That's where you want to be on 12-3. One high-end champ and then 3 champs that you're working on upgrading. Thank you, Brantley. We got 3 more of these to go here. That's a nice one. I really love Mikey. He's a lot of fun. Oh, you're talking about using the Guardian Ring for upgrade. I haven't been doing. I need to be doing that actually. I've been slacking on that. I'm gonna fix that at the end of the. When I get done with this, we'll go fix my. I have really been slacking on that. But I think I've only got one Guardian Ring open. Let me ask you guys: is it worth spending my gems when on an account where I'm not like looking to be a massive spender? I mean, I would have to spend like 1,000 gems to get all the Guardian Ring open. Is it worth it for that? It might be. It probably is. We'll talk about the Guardian Ring next. Yeah, it's putting 2 stars in there. That way they get up to level. Yeah, that's, you know what? I have been slacking, and that is actually holding me back a little bit. We'll look at that. So I'm on number 8 here. Only a couple of these left after this. Also nice. $12.3 is the fastest way to do it, 100%. Just to open them up, yes. To rank them up, not so much. I see what you're saying, yeah. We'll go look at, as soon as this is done, that's where we're going. We're gonna take a look at that. On a non-spending account, mostly have gems for. Yeah, I'm not a non-spending account. I'm not going to be heavily spending. As I mentioned, I'm 120 days in, nearly 120 days in. I've spent $60 so far. So I'm trying to, you know, very limited light spending on this account for sure. So just where I need it, targeted, you know, etc. So I could probably upgrade those. See you, Vader Slaps. I'll be back on tonight. We're playing Grand Arena tonight. I did spend my gems to open up all the slots in the shop. That made a lot of sense to me. And I used all my gems to upgrade my gem well, whatever that thing is called. That made a lot of sense to me. So I'll probably spend the gems to get all of these slots. And man, I've been just completely falling down in the Guardian Ring. That's been holding me back. So we're gonna go do that here in a second. Are there any characters other than Haikatoon that give you speed in like every battle? Because I need more of that. I need more of that. Yeah, Donnie does too. He gives speed up to the team. But he's not, I mean like a leader that has a speed ability is what I mean. Because I know like when I get the Arbiter, but that's just speed for arena. Like so many of the speed things are just for arena, whereas Haikatoon's speed applies to all game modes. But she just doesn't seem that exciting. It seems like I could get a better champ for that. I don't know. I'm not doing that today. We got a couple more things to do, and then I've got to go get lunch for the fam. The real fam, chat. Deacon, Nekmothar. All right, we'll find that as we go along here. I'm sure though that there are ways I can generate speed or just put a team together. It's gonna be really awesome. Like when we get all 4 turtles, I'm not sure if Haikatoon will be leading it and stuff like this, or if I'll find another character. Maybe I'll put Tholin in charge for the offense and just get all 4 turtles constantly assisting and doing just truckloads of offense, you know? I'm not buying lunch for chat. Sorry, chat. No lunch, chat. Crashing out, not buying chat lunch. All right, that does it for that. Now. All right, so we got to, because this I can't do today. Yeah. So I'll keep an eye on when the spirit is open, and then I got to do a spirit chant to level 6. Up yours, game. So we're more than halfway through our final tier here, and if I'd have known this stuff, I would have saved it for later, but I didn't, so I can't. And I won't be doing this or this or this until I get Leo and Raph on the roster. Poop. Poop, poop, poop. All right, let's go check that here. So 300 times 4 is gonna be 1,200. I think I'm just gonna do this, right? I gotta get some of these 4 stars upgraded. I think this is gonna be worth it. And I'm going to... I'm just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. This long term, I'm gonna need this, so there you go. Need to get her in there. Just put my chickens in here. Actually, I need to get him upgraded too, so we'll do that. And I want to finish this guy as well. Let's go ahead and put him in there. I got to do him eventually. We'll save that for an event. Him, I just got to get done. He's not that important. And we'll do... This is a chicken for me, too. All right. So we'll work on 4 chickens, and then our boy... what's he called? I wish I could click on him and see what he's called. Brain not working... Maneater, yeah. So he's in there as well. No sauceless pizza today, chat. Sorry about that. Everybody, I'm going to head out for the day. Make sure if you have not yet downloaded Raid Shadow Legends, use the QR code above or the one to my right over here. I will put the link in chat here one more time. Make sure to download Raid Shadow Legends today. Make your family and your community better. We'll just go find somebody to raid here on the YouTubes and the Twitch. Let's see here. Dropping this in once again. Da, 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 da. The heck? Okay, hold on. And let's go find some people to raid here. Not so playing Knights of the Old Republic. Let's see what that's all about. And who do we got over on Twitch? Let's find somebody here. Sunday Fun Day. We got, who is it? Decursed One playing Raid Shadow Legends. We'll go raid him. Everybody, hey, I will be back later this afternoon / evening to play some Grand Arena. I will see everybody then. Have a good day. Make sure to download Raid. Oh, wait, let me see if I got this here. Hold on. Did I get? Aha, I got it. Yes, thank you. I'll take that. Not there yet. Anyway, everybody, have a good day. I will talk to everybody very soon. And of course, always remember, Nooch2Gud.